Hi, welcome to the channel. It's Candy and this is the Art of Planning. Welcome. Right now when I'm doing this, it's actually the first part of January and this is our first video of 2018. And one thing I can tell you is I am so happy to have the holiday season behind us. This has been, it was the craziest time ever. Crazy time. So I'm glad to be on this side of it. What I wanted to do today is I wanted to share with you the planner that I will be working out of for a while now. I've got it all set up. I'm ready to go. All set up. Huh? Is it ever all set up? But this is the one that I will be working out of for a while. It's mostly all set up. This is my Franklin planner. It's probably in the video just right before this, kind of a preview or a review of just the planner itself. Now I've got it loaded and ready to go, so I kind of wanted to show you that. We'll do a flip through of it as it is loaded and all dressed up and kind of ready for me to work with. So you guys know that I like the pockets to be pretty. I like it visually to be dressed up and to be nice, and I love the pretty fussy stuff as far as dressing it up goes. That's where it stops. I don't like my pages dressed up. I don't like a bunch of stuff on the pages. You'll see that as we go through, but I do like pretty in it. I love for it to be pleasing to the eye whenever it's opened. I like the pockets to be pretty and filled. I like the dividers to be done. I like for there to be page markers. Again, you'll see that as we walk through it. So here are the pockets, and I have worked with, it's from Echo Park, and it is a set of papers and embellishments that are called Fashionista. Okay, now I want to tell you this too. I had a really hard time working with this set. The papers were wonderful. I kind of used a lot of them up, so I'm not going to show you that set. They were double-sided. The papers were very nice. The patterns were gorgeous. I'm not sure why I had such a hard time working with them, but yeah, I kind of am. I hesitated a lot before I ordered them. I stuck them in my basket online, and then I went back and reviewed them, and then I went back and redid my order, and then I changed my order, and then I went back. That should have been sign 1 to me. I'm never that undecided. So when I was so undecided in the beginning, that should have been sign 1 to me. However, I really liked the papers and I liked the colors, and I knew the colors would go with the teal, my teal Aurora from Franklin Planning. Again, Franklin binder, Aurora classic size 1.5 inch rings. You can see most of that in the video that's just devoted strictly to that. Anyway, I had a hard time making my mind up about the group of papers and embellishments that I used, and so I really have had a hard time putting it together. I'm not knocking it at all. I kind of love it whenever it's done. I think what happened was it may have been a little, air quotes, cutesy as I got into it and started working. Again, I love the way that it turned out, but it has taken me way longer to put this together than it should have. Okay, and that's way too long of an introduction. But here, the pockets, I just make little cards to fill the pockets. I will be changing those around because I plan to stay in this group of dividers and page finders and all. I plan to stay in this group for a long time. I'm not going to put too much more time into redoing this. So you may see some different pockets and some different things as we go along, but it's all going to come out of this paper and out of this group. I die cut some hearts here, stuck them together. I just like the pockets to look cute, and I did allow myself, I have enough of these things that I can mix and match them out and stay in this binder with these papers and just do some changing in and out for a long time. They had some really cute cards on 2 of the papers that you could just cut out and use them in different ways. They did have some really cute ephemera. So, you know, a lot of it worked out really, really well. So I just used some ephemera, set up some cards, and used those in my pockets in the front part of it. This is just a great big side pouch. Again, you can refer to the video that just really reviewed the binder itself. Okay, this is just one of my dividers. Just use some die cuts. I have used anything that you see here is either die cut or it's from the ephemera or the card pack, okay? I just love this design, and these are all die cuts, okay? Okay, flip it over, and what I did here is, this is a tab actually, and I just fit it on here where it could be a pocket, and I could use some other things. So I just built the tab into a pocket, and then these are all just page dividers that can be used in lots of different ways within my setup. I love pockets. I love pockets. So I did use those in several different ways here. So this is my front divider, okay? Now I can rotate my dividers out and use them however I want, whenever I want, wherever I want, okay? So as we flip around, this is one of my dividers. Just use the paper, and again, die cuts and ephemera. Okay, and I made a lot of these because y'all know that I use my page markers a lot. So here's the one that's on today. This one I'll take out and use elsewhere. So page dividers normally. Now this is Monday. I haven't got my week set up, if you will excuse me. Today started like crazy, and whenever I got home just a minute ago, I just jumped into doing this video, and I did not even get my planner arranged for the week. So my page finders go on whatever day it is, and then the next one should be on the 1st of next week. So I should have moved this page finder onto, see, this is a little different than, I should have moved the next page finder onto the 15th. So this little guy right here should be on the 15th. I always want to know where the 1st of next week is, okay? So I will just, that's there, and I know where Monday of next week is. Okay, so there's my next page finder. Then here's just another page finder I did. I just used those a lot. Here's another divider. This is at the front of February. Okay, then, now I haven't put tabs on these. I haven't really decided if I want to or not, because I like to move them around. And I don't know if that'll bother me if the little tab is someplace weird on it. Does that make sense? Okay, here is another divider. I did love this because it was centered around kind of a fashion slash shopping slash be yourself theme, and I really chose out of all those to focus on being yourself. So I liked that theme out of it, and I really tried to pick that out and use that part of it as much as anything. So this says, beauty begins the moment you decide to be yourself. Fashion changes, style endures. I really wanted to focus on that because I think at any given time, all of us have security issues and confidence issues, and just on a daily basis, moment by moment, hour by hour, we can be reminded to feel confident about ourselves. Be classy, smile. This says classy and sassy. I love this. It says holy chic, and then chic happens, and so chic. and gorgeous. You know, those are just little reminders that we're important, we're good, we're classy, we're one of a kind. I think all of us need to say that to ourselves, need to see that in ourselves, need to see it in a video that pertains to you. I just think those things are important. And yeah, guys, that speaks to you too. All of us, all of you are important. You're the only you that there is. That makes you very important. So I chose to pick up that theme out of this group of papers. Now, this is a tab, and again, I chose to make this a pocket. I made it bigger and I made it a pocket, so I can put anything, but little cute things, little page finders, little bookmarks. I can tuck those away in there too, so I just have little places I can stash things. Here is another divider. This says, real style is never right or wrong. It's a matter of being yourself on purpose. Most things are a matter of doing them on purpose. And I've been reminded of that several times today. Most anything you get done or do is done on purpose. So, fashion can be bought, style one must possess. So, I am going to end up liking this very well, but it was a matter of doing it on purpose and focusing on the right thing out of it all. But yeah, I am going to end up loving it. But again, it was picking out what the focus was. This, another little page marker. Lips, I love these little lips, and I love glitter, so it's got the lips. It says pretty on the front and on the back. This is one of my most favorite dies ever, ever, ever. It's kind of a new one, but I love it. Under his wings you will find refuge. I love that. And then this is another divider. It says, in a world full of trends, always remain a classic. So see, I did several dividers this time. So, and this marks the start of my inserts, the ones that I use. Don't be like the rest of them, darling. That is a Grace Kelly quote. Gotta reach for my water. And then I do my little tabs for back here for my inserts. I came up one short. I've still got to do that. So, and then these are just all the inserts that I have done for me. There was a time when I really considered putting these in a binder by itself. I still might do that. I just haven't decided yet. That would mean keeping track of two instead of one, and I don't know if I want to do that or not. And then here in the back, I just stuck some more pretty paper. I just wanted it to coordinate, and I just wanted this to work with the rest of it. And this is an envelope. Just gives me another place to stash something, and just says fabulous, not just any other day. So I just decided to do an envelope there instead of something else, and I still have these two pockets that I can put something else in. So that's just a flip through of how I let everything work together, and the fact that I want the things that dress up my planner to also speak to not just me as I look at them every day, but anytime that I show them on camera and we work in the planner, I want them to speak to you also. So when I do this, I'm going to do it with a purpose and a plan, kind of like the art of planning. We do it pretty. I need to find another P word for that, don't I? Because I know you guys, pretty doesn't really, I mean, that's not really a cool word for you, but for it to look good, because usually we see first with our eyes, so that's important, but to do it on purpose, and when we do it on purpose, that does make it powerful. It speaks to us in different ways, and when we know that, it makes the message even stronger. So every time I open this up, every time I work in it, if I'm going to look at it and I'm going to work in it, then I want the message that I see, either consciously or unconsciously, to be an important one. So that's how I work anytime I do a binder, and that's how I made this set of papers work together. So, man, that came out being a preaching sermon, which I didn't really mean for it to be, but that's how I make anything work whenever I do it. So it's a binder, it's a planner, I make it pretty, but I also do it on purpose with a sense of purpose, so that kind of it's its own I don't even know what to say, so that it has a purpose whenever, if I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it so that it works for me every time I work in it. I hope that made sense. I hope you enjoyed it. Leave comments, will you please? I'm sorry that it's been a while since I put a video up, but I do miss it. I do miss you. Comment, talk back to me. That's the way you talk back to me, and I will see you soon. Oh, subscribe if you haven't. Do all those things we always say. Subscribe, thumbs up. I share with friends if you think they will enjoy it, and I'll see you soon, okay? Thanks. Bye.